Welcome to the Leadership Spark podcast, where we equip you to be the great leader your people deserve. This is Corey, and today I want to talk about a topic that I heard recently. I've never heard it positioned this way, but something that was really intriguing to me as a leader that I wanted to lean into myself and lean into with you here on the Leadership Spark podcast. And it's this idea of building in public. Now, you may or may not know what in the world that means. I didn't until I saw this, but I want to unpack it for you because I think it is a powerful reminder as a leader of ways that we can lead that will unlock the people around us, allow us to get more credibility as a leader, allow us to build trust, and allow us ultimately to connect the team towards a common goal to be able to go deliver the results that we're trying to deliver as a team. And so there's a version of leadership that we're taught that most people don't say out loud. And it's that if you want to lead, you have to always look like you have the answers. You have to always look like you are prepared. You have to always look like you have the answers. You don't show uncertainty because uncertainty may make you look weak. You keep your struggles to yourself because that's professional. You're not vulnerable. If you've been leading that way, I know that is something that has been ingrained into a lot of us as leaders. And confidence that we have as a leader depends on some of that sometimes. But here's the truth is that your team knows that you're not perfect. My team knows that I'm not perfect. They see it. They see it. Even if I try to hide it, they see those things. And so this idea of always having it together as a leader, it creates distance with the team. It doesn't bring the team together. It doesn't bring the team to respect you more or build your credibility. It creates actually a distance on your team because people stop bringing you real problems if that's the case. And you will flounder as a leader if you're not getting the real news, the brutal fact news, the bad news that you need to get as a leader to be able to have information to make the right decisions. And so here's what building in public means. Building in public means that you share your process, that you are vulnerable, that you're open. You share the process, not just the outcomes. It means letting your team know how you think. Let them see how you think, how you decide, how you recover from a mistake. It doesn't mean oversharing or processing things that are inappropriate that you shouldn't stress out loud. It's not that. It means being appropriately transparent in a way that builds trust. Appropriately transparent in a way that builds trust. When you talk about how you're thinking, if you talk when you as a leader, when I as a leader talk about the process that I go through in making a decision, the team understands decisions better and they understand you better and ultimately they trust you more. And so I want to talk about that and some ways that you can do that to help bring people on your team into how you make decisions, ultimately to help you as a leader build trust, credibility, and even successionally lead along the way because they're watching you make decisions and they're learning how to make decisions themselves. And so 3 ways that you can do this out loud and in public is this. One is narrate the decision. Hey, here's the decision that I'm making and here's how I'm thinking about it. It's really expressing that to the people on your team. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be real, that you're going to narrate your decision. You're going to pull back the curtain as a leader in a way that helps build understanding. And so you're just going to walk people through how you made the decision that you make. Number 2, own the miss. Like if you make a bad decision, own the miss. Hey, that rollout, that decision that I made, it didn't go the way that I planned. It didn't go the way that I expected. We didn't get the result that we want. And here's how I would do it differently if I had to do it again. This is not a performance humility, so to speak. This is actual accountability. We all make mistakes. We all have misses. And we're bringing people into how we process through a miss. And I think if you do that, you'll watch how your team becomes more willing to share their misses as well. And so the third thing is share what you're learning. Share what you're learning. Yeah, I heard something this week. I mean, in fact, this podcast is me sharing with you what I'm learning about this idea of building in public, and do that with your team. Just share what you're learning. It models a growth mindset for your team. They see that you are continuously learning and they're going to catch that and they're going to want to do that more. And they're going to want to have a growth mindset themselves. And it signals to them that, hey, we're still figuring this out. And that's okay that we're still figuring this out together. So I want to encourage you to do that, to be vulnerable, be appropriately transparent with your team versus feeling like you always have to have it together. And I want to encourage you to find a moment this week where you can pull the curtain back, share a challenge that you're working through, share a decision that you made, share a miss that you have, own a call that didn't go the way that you hoped, share something you just learned. You don't have to have it all figured out as a leader. You just need to be honest. And if you're honest as a leader, that will build a foundation of every great team. And so I want to encourage you to do that. Be appropriately transparent this week. Bring your team in closer than they are right now, and you'll see the effect that it has on them and on you as the leader.